Hi, happy Thursday. It has been a while since I've uploaded on here, but I was just very inspired to share about a topic on Lashon Hara. So in Hebrew, Lashon is tongue, and Hara is loosely defined as something evil. So forms of communication that would fall under the category of Lashon Hara are slander, flattery, tale-bearing, and the Babylonian Talmud actually says that someone who indulges in Lashon Hara is as if he denies the very existence of God, and that God himself says that he and this person cannot live in the world together. So it's a very, very serious matter. Some people even say that indulging in Lashon Hara is likened to the negative effects of adultery, idol worship, and murder. So, you know that quote, "Sticks and stones may break my bones, but words can never harm me or hurt me." It's very false. I don't know if you've ever been a victim to people starting rumors about you, or overhearing someone say something about you, or learning through the grapevine that people had shared something confidential. It's a really negative feeling, and even if you're more sensitive to other people, if you've heard conversations involving other people, even if people are well intended, I think sometimes this can happen in families. People share concerns that they have with friends. Maybe there was a time once when a friend was sharing with me a concern she had about a person, and I thought that I would ease her concerns by saying, "Oh, well, I've heard that this is pretty common. I heard that this person does this a lot." And honestly, the whole time, I just had an icky feeling. I was looking over my shoulder. I was like, "Well, what if this person walks by? What why do I have the right to explain for this person, to judge this person?" Because really that's what Lashon Hara becomes. If you're at a dinner table, if you're out with friends, and the conversation goes down the rabbit hole of talking about someone, it really does not lead to good things. So a way to change a habit, one way to change a habit, is to do the extreme opposite. So if someone is in an environment where people are talking about other people, or they themselves happen to talk about people, there are strategies to do the opposite, the extreme opposite, which is to get away from the situation. Just excuse yourself, and come back when you hear that the conversation has dissipated. Or if you happen to be a more confrontational person, it doesn't even have to be a holier than thou of like, "Oh, this is Lashon Hara," but of just like, "Oh, like I don't think it's productive to talk about this person when they're not here to speak for themselves." Or if someone was saying this about me behind my back, I would feel horrible because they don't know the whole story. So just kind of like nipping it in the bud is great. If you can feel that it's going in that direction, say, "Oh, like, man, what are we gonna get for dinner?" Or, "Oh my gosh, I just saw this crazy movie," or just anything, because it's really destructive. As I said, I struggle with this. This is something that I grew up as being very normal in my friend groups and my family, and even saying that, I hope, is not considered Lashon Hara. But I think the fact is that everyone gets into this habit. It's on our televisions. We see with political campaigns. We see with people talking about people's past, bringing up people's reputation, bringing up people's errors, and failing to give them the opportunity to speak for themselves. So I guess the goal is to worry about ourselves, be aware of how we speak, even if we have the best intentions, and knowing that judging other people really is not our job. It might feel like it is sometimes, You know, we have the right to judge if we want to spend time with certain people, if we want to have our kids go to certain places, but to then talk about it and, you know, explain ourselves or try to get people on our sides or whatever it is, it's not so good. So we could stick to ideas, we can even stick to things, but yeah, let's try to avoid talking about people. Just, you know, it's a good goal. Go to the extreme. Even if you want to say something good about someone, just try to bring something else up. Maybe the idea of the person or the idea that has inspired you to talk about that person, just to kind of work that muscle of avoiding Lashon Hara. Have a great day.